Chat, welcome to a game called Cucina Stellata, Starred Cuisine. This is me, in a nutshell. Italiano or English? Okay, so this game just came out, and it seems like there's going to be some little glebe. 19th century, somewhere in the countryside of Romagna, Italy. That's not where my people are from, I don't think. It's a local legend for many generations. What are you doing, eh? Great harm comes to those who let themselves be conquered by wine. Little by little, they grow nauseated by food and find nourishment almost entirely in drink. Thus, they degrade themselves in the eyes of the world, becoming ridiculous, dangerous, and beastly. Conquered by wine, chat. Okay. This is what my ancestors did. This kind of stuff, you know? We'll chop the onion. Okay. Celery. Carrot. Are we making a shepherd's pie? Or the red wine. The red wine. There it is. Grab tomato sauce from the shelf, add it to the pan. Place the tortelli in the pan. Little meat sauce, huh? Or in the pot, sorry, in the pot. Was that like 10 minutes? 9 to 11 minutes or so. Salted water. Just to get a little al dente. They say that curiosity is a dangerous trap, leading man into abyss from which he can never return. It is the same hypocritical world which claims not to care about food, that makes no civil or religious celebration without eventually spreading the tablecloth. And this is no longer Italian. It's not even close to an Italian accent. Wow. And trying to eat as heartily as possible. Therefore, I say, always choose your raw materials for the finest goods, for these will make an impression. And if this precious fruit, of who knows where its origin, is as rare as I believe, it must cost as much, or even more than truffles. But caution must be exercised, with hope and fervor, for hidden prayers already hold future sorrow. I am repulsed by witnessing, as they say, the desecration of God's grace, yet indulgence and appetite are too great. That's very, yeah, that's an Italian. An Italian wrote that. Plate the dish. Alright, it's a simple meal. That sounds tasty, though, with the right sauce. That could be really delicious. This is Italian nirvana after they eat pasta. Trust me, I know. Meals like these make me feel like a neophyte in the kitchen and in the art of a tasting. Not only the quality, but the sheer delight that leaves me astonished. My dreams are fulfilled. Its sauce blends with so many dishes, keeping such excellent company that it's worth the effort to satisfy every curiosity and rekindle the fire of the stoves, to get back to work and plunge like a deep-sea diver in search of the goodness and the beauty I adore. I often say that one should return to food when the stomach is persistently crying out for help. Yet I inherited almost unbridled erotic instincts from nature, at times nearly ruining my health and everything else. Moreover, if men neither craved food nor experienced sexual stimulation, the human race would soon perish. So, here I am again. Casseroles, pots, and lids. Open your legs. Aromas of the undergrowth, sautés and braids of garlic, for I have returned amongst you. What are we talking about opening legs for? This is eroticism and Italians. It's all tied up in the pasta. It's all about the pasta. Well, you see, Luigi, go to the cellar, grab the cleaver, and cut the meat. I got it a meat. We're gonna make a meat sauce. Nortz isn't looking. Nortz, just keep your eyes closed. Pour the broth from the pot. Yeah. Pour the tomato sauce into the pan. Write it in the notebook. I quiver in anticipation. Can barely restrain my restless, twitching finger that ceaselessly torments my beard, as if it's trying to spread the remnants of a flavor that once passed through it. It is neither sweet nor bitter, nor sour nor salty. Perhaps it isn't even a flavor, not really. It's a sensation, an enchanting shiver that sneaks into the mouth and the throat. Something slimy and indefinable that leaves behind a brutal echo, an aftertaste that never fades. There's no way to describe it, for no words exist to define it. This fucker got blasted off into an unknown dimension, an interstellar quadrant. This guy's smoking alien feet and alien meat. What if something like this really happened? It is certainly a flavor, but not one that human taste has ever experienced before. Nor could it ever hope to savor. A shadow that does not exist in the worlds of taste buds, that seems to feed alternately and contrary something within me. Even every other ingredient appears diseased, contaminated by its proximity, producing twisted fruits with a taste so warped that no one would dare try them, except for those who, unbound by the dogmas and chains imposed by traditional cuisine, claim for themselves flavor that is not of this world. It is like a painter's discovery of a new color or a chilling nuance, one that seems as though it had always been available, ignored in a remote corner of our darkened iris, atrophied, unaccustomed to surprise, and unprepared for shock. There's definitely chat members that would eat the alien meat. Like, I don't have any doubts that there's someone in this chat that would eat that alien meat. God damn it. Depends on how sentient it is. Well, what about this? Oh, this is fucked. Oof. Norts, just continue not looking at this. Someone said, why do Italians do this, though? They are well known to do this a lot. Yes, Italians, they do this. They torture aliens and cut them up and eat their meat. Hey, buddy. Doing all right? He's tired. Having a nice nap. Let me guess. Tomatoes? No? What do we got? Once it was said that potage was man's fodder, but this one seems more like the fare of angels, devils, ogres, and Mazapigal? I don't know. Magalasi and Marmacule, spirits and essences of myth. I feel my stomach gnashing its teeth, eagerly preparing for a bestial feast. I listen for the ancestral call of hunger and distinguish every word it utters. Now the palate, now the colon, now even the bile itself, with its acidic tides, still the shrieking taste buds, singing their clear, piercing notes. As the pleasure unfolds, alas, a vortex rises from the depths of my innards, a force so impetuous, a spasmodic outburst that fills me with understanding and compassion for all those wild, primitive beasts ruled by passion and the violence of flesh. What he was trying to say was manja, which means to eat. Mangiare. Bone apple teeth is French, right? What's the Italian equivalent? Spread the meat onto the bread. Buon appetito. There you go. I really, like, 100% believe alien meat would get you high. You'd start seeing machine elves. My word. Certain laws lie hidden within the nature of taste, such that I could have never imagined. I feel every fiber of my body twisting and writhing, seized by a new sensation with every bite. This flesh does not belong to the earth, nor does this flavor conform to the human order. After a single meager taste, such is its power that all other food loses its usual virtues. Wine turns to water, bread crumbles into ash, and even the air seems laden with an imperceptible scent. Nothing washes away this shadow upon my tongue, as if my very body were learning a new way to perceive the world, a way both wrong and forbidden. And yet, what is the most terrifying, in the heart of all this damp night, with my throat parched and my stomach emptying so swiftly, is that something inside of me still longs for that flavor. It's okay, I'm Italian. I'm 100% Italian, chat. So I've been told. I doubt it. Probably something like 90%. Oh no. Sure you want to eat that? Little rotten brain. It is brain rot. This is actually brain rot. What a misfortune. What ill-fated the news. Oh, wretched the swamp. Oh, foul a quagmire. Oh, unholy land that has sheltered me since I was a child. Have you no pity for your own children? You let no food stay wholesome for long, and this one, amongst all, so sweet and precious. You can barely stand abundance. A curse upon you. Somehow this dude thought that, using cleaver on an alien's stomach would be okay and not kill the alien. And yet the rarest ingredient here isn't the alien, but it's the egg. Easy joke. Probably a little bit outdated at this point, but I liked it. Oh. Delicious. People were saying prion, what is that? Is that just brain meat? What is that? A disease? A mad cow disease. How do you get that? From eating brains? %100 death rate. It's from fucked up proteins? Misfolded protein that makes all your cells explode. It's gonna be the trip of his lifetime, though. Super LSD. I cannot, but I entrust myself to fate. May this change in appearance, these vapors, despite the stench, enhance the flavor as they do for grapples, seasoned cheeses, and cured meats. I well know that the spoiled foods at times hold unexpected effects. Buon appetito. This time, the tasting was like a walk through the height of summer, a murky, tangled path through the flowering garden, where the way was painted in color and breathed fragrances like a dream. In that vast and luminous expanse, it seemed as if the entire course of my life flowed before me. The path opened beneath an arch of ivy. I made my way down a gorge, through patches of light and shadow, stepping to where branches parted onto pools of golden mucosa, and beneath the trees on my left, indistinct blankets of pharyngeal primroses stretched out like a carpet. The air seemed to lay soft kisses upon my skin. From the deep belly of the wood came the cooing of wild doves, mingled with the warm gastric gurgling of a welcoming brook. The ground there was so overlain with primroses that avoiding them was impossible, lost as they were in that digestive churn. The sweetness of the air and the green of the fronds, dripping with enzymatic flickers, almost filled me with reverence. At last I emerged from that garden through an orifice of hedges, brambles, sweaty and disheveled like a man freshly torn from his mother's womb. Holy shit. Orifice of hedges. Hello, Mars Volta lyrics. He survived that and wants more? God, how long were you in that garden for? Shit's gone, dog. Oh man, alien revenge is gonna be cruel. In the end, it has left me alone, yet a new energy surges within me, flowing from top to bottom, carried like a bolus deep into my most hidden bowels. I myself, it seems, am changed. It is the simplest explanation, and yet the wretchedest one. Thus, why shouldn't I have become part of this splendid essence, a link in a metabolic chain that always finds its final rest in the vilest of excretions? Some fucking vile excretions. They gotta be. Use the bucket in the cellar. Collect the feces. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't expect this to get fecal. I didn't expect the fecal. Really? Oh no. Dude. No fecal cuisine. No fecal cuisine. Do I have to? This time it should just be hell with little, like, demons, little devils poking him with pitchforks. This one's different. What a catastrophe. A sharp, biting taste, filthy as a guttered rag, faded memory of its once pristine purity. Perhaps too diluted, the spirit of tastiness and delight is scattered along the way. Perhaps its graces and virtues have surrendered to the stomach, and from there to the flesh entirely. Nothing remains for me now but to surrender to one last attempt. He's gonna eat his own... He's gonna eat, like, chop off his arm, isn't he? Oh god. Get the... Oh man. Go to the cellar and grab the cleaver and cut the meat. You don't have to do this, man. I'm telling you, like, you could just eat chicken. Eat chicken! A nice steak. Filet mignon. Whatever. Anything. What have we learned here, Chad, about alien meat? Not even gonna put oil in there first. I notice with an astonishment a twitch in my lashes and tears that blur my vision, and yet by some cruel contradiction my eyes burn like flames on dry stubble, scorched by their own dryness, like earth cracked by drought. Drought? The very drought of the soul which has already drained every last tear before it can fall. I had a moment, chat. Ignore me. I get confused with draft, like, you know, of beer. Like, don't worry about it. Or a trough and a trow. You know what I mean? Thus it happens that, like who gazes too long upon the high sun, finding no haven in the shadow of night, I feel myself consumed by fire, without a single tear to quench the blaze. Eat the fire. That pan is ruined now. I feel my vigor leaving me, yet I still breathe in the glory of the tasting. Little time remains, and I must make the most of it so that my final work may take shape. God, spirit, or devil, whoever you are, grant me one last fateful taste. Grant me but a thread of oil over this tepid potage, my very life. Again, this is just Italians. Oh man. Fucking crazy. Created for the Spaghetti Invasion game jam? That was pretty fucking sick. Spaghetti Invasion. Wow, it's real. It's... Okay, this is really weird because it's, like, spaghetti and aliens, basically. I mean, this is me. In a nutshell, this is me. Hey, if anyone wants to help me out and check out a couple of these games and send a couple my way for another stream, I would do that. I don't know which ones to play, but that's, if anyone is going to do that anyway or is interested in playing Spaghetti Invasion games, I would play more of these, for sure. That was pretty great. And I'm going to have some weird-ass dreams tonight. And the other problem is, next time I make pasta, I'm going to be thinking about chopping up aliens. Wow. All right, chat. Why don't we take a quick break? Um, are you angry you weren't informed about this particular game jam? I just didn't know it existed. It is pretty cool, but yeah, I had no idea. All right, we'll move on. But yeah, that was something else. That was out of this world. Norts, you can look now. Ah, man, sorry, Norts. Shit. Norts isn't talking to me anymore, and he told me not to make him pasta ever again. God damn it.